either in this seated comfortable position or maybe in hero's pose, sitting on your heels, and maybe on a block if you have a block, or prefer that. But just taking a moment, turning the palms down on the tops of your legs, and more of a calming mudra. Allow yourself to sit up tall, maybe draw the shoulders up towards your ears and then roll them back and down, letting your shoulder blades sort of fall down your back like big wings. Allowing your heart to move a little more forward in your chest. Release any tension, nodding up across the brow or in the jaw. And begin to notice that breath coming in through the crown of your head. Let each inhale draw that breath in a little deeper down your spine. Imagine that breath coming in and clearing out. Drawing that inhale down a little deeper now into the throat. Drawing that inhale down from the crown of the head down into the chest, into the heart space. Drawing that breath down a little deeper into the belly. And drawing that breath all the way down to your sits bones. Imagine that Sushumna breath is clearing space, aligning and refining. We'll continue to come back to the Sushumna breath throughout our practice this morning as we move through the chakras. On your next inhale, let's come up off of the block if you were on a block. And let your hips fall over to the left. Grabbing that top ankle and then stretching nice and long through the left side. Feel heavy down through that left hip. And then release. Inhale, come on up. As you exhale, drop your hips over to the other side, bringing down through that right hip. Grabbing your top ankle, stretching long. Inhale, release. Come on over onto hands and knees and taking those knees wide, settle into child's pose. Taking your forehead down to the mat, dropping your hips back into your heels. Just supremely grounding here, dropping everything into the earth. Releasing anything that you've been carrying that does not serve you. Anything that was not yours to carry. Let yourself feel safe, feel protected, feeling as if you're in the right place at the right time. As you inhale, coming back up onto hands and knees. Taking hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and again, feel that connection to the earth, that grounding. Dig in through your finger pads, through the rims of your palms. Soften up your elbows a little bit. And let those shoulder blades draw in towards each other. Let your heart drop a little bit. Feeling this grounding, this protection from the earth. Drawing it in with our breath. Releasing anything negative through our exhale. And then tucking the toes. On your next inhale, lift the hips, coming into down dog. Be playful in this first down dog, pedaling your heels, shifting your weight, pawing at the mat a bit. Kind of exploring what you need from your down dog this morning. And then eventually finding your center there. Finding the heart open. The hands gripping into the mat, drawing that energy up through the suction cup at that center of your palm. Feeling that energy draw up through your arms, up through your spine. And then feeling grounded as that energy travels down through the backs of your legs, feeling your heels drop a little closer to the earth. Let's inhale our right leg up to 3-point pose, looking back to see those toes pointing down towards the earth. Keep pressing evenly through your hands, keeping your arms long, your side body long. Maybe circle that right ankle around, reverse that circle. Inhale, as you exhale, bring that right knee to your right elbow. Hold here, feel that heaviness, that dropping into the earth. Inhale, pick that right leg back up. And as you exhale, take it outside of the mat on the left side of your mat. Press down through that right heel. Press down evenly through your palms, through your finger pads, and feel that stretch of your IT band. And then inhale, right leg comes back up, bending the knee, pointing that knee up towards the sky. Stacking up the hips to feel a nice stretch through the front of the hip, maybe front of the thigh. And then maybe a big kick back to that left side of your mat to open up even bigger through that hip flexor. And then returning to 3-point pose, down dog. Drop to your knees, keeping your hips right over the knees. Walk your hands forward a little more and drop your forehead to the mat. And our puppy dog pose. A little more opening for the shoulders, a little more dropping in of the heart. And then walking your hands back under those shoulders, toes tucked. Let's return to down dog. This time lifting that left leg into 3-point pose, toes pointing towards the earth. Long arms, long torso. Circle that ankle. Reverse. Inhale. As you exhale, bring that left knee to left elbow. Hover, hold, feel rooted, connected. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, drop that left foot outside your mat on the right side, bending more deeply into your right knee. Press into that left heel. Feel the stretch at the outer hip, outer thigh. Inhale, bring that left leg back to 3-point pose. Stacking up the hips, bending the knee, pulling that heel towards your bum. Look under your left arm. And then maybe kick that foot a little more to the right, opening up deeper through that left hip flexor. Back to three-point pose. Inhale. As you exhale, step that left foot forward into lunge. Then continue to walk yourself around to the long edge of your mat. Wide leg forward fold. Centering your hips right over your feet. So maybe rocking back a little into the heels, a little into the balls of the feet, the toes, and then finding your center there. Lifting up through the sits bones, rooting down through the feet, down through maybe your palms. Energy dropping down through the crown of your head. And then begin to soften one knee and the other, flossing through the hips a little bit here. And then walk your hands over towards that left foot, bending your left knee, sinking in to stretch the right inner thigh. Maybe this is your pose, or maybe your hands, fingers flip back and walk back, and you sit back into your arms a bit more. Inhale, lift the hips. Walk your hands over to the other side. We'll do the same thing here. Bending to stretch through the inner thigh, to open the hips a bit more. Option to keep your hands in place. Maybe use a block, or to flip those fingers back and sink it in a little deeper. Inhale, coming back up to center. Walk your hands out. Wide leg down dog. Again, a super grounding pose, rooting down through the hands and the feet, dropping out through the crown of the head. Taking a couple nice deep breaths here, feeling the entire chest, rib cage, belly expand and contract. And then start to walk those hands back. Walk yourself back around to the head of your mat. Step the feet together here in a forward fold. Soften up those knees a little bit, and either grab your elbows and hang, or maybe wrap your arms around the backs of your legs and tuck in a little more. And then releasing, hands come to the tops of your thighs. Start to bring the spine up one vertebrae at a time. Stacking one chakra right over the other. Coming to stand nice and tall. Crown of the head reaching towards the sky. Flip your palms forward, draw your shoulder blades together. Keep your heart lifted. Take a moment to focus on those feet. Go ahead and pick up your toes. Feel the arches of your feet lift. And then try to mush your toes back down into the mat. See if you can get a little space in between each toe. See a little mat in between each toe. And grip into your mat, then use your feet to ground. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, either swan diving down or walking your hands down your legs. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, fold in, step or hop back to plank. Holding strong here for a moment in your plank, elbows soft. Shifting your weight forward just a little, hugging those elbows in. Start to lower, maybe hovering for a moment in chaturanga. And then down onto your belly, flip your feet. Claw into your mat with your palms and your hands and pull your heart forward. Good. Release. Tuck your toes, press up to plank. Lift up through the belly, press back, down dog. Inhale, as you exhale, hop or step your feet to the head of the mat, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, fold in, sink back, chair. Arms reaching either alongside your ears or straight out from your shoulders, or maybe hands rest on your thighs. Drop your sits bones, that weight, that energy right down into your heels. Again, feeling grounded, stable. Let's all inhale. On the exhale, go an inch or two deeper if you can. Keeping the knees back behind the toes. Hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, rise up. We're going to start to build this vinyasa, working our way through the chakras. Forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, fold in. Step or hop back to plank. Now at any time in this vinyasa, you have the option to push back into down dog and wait for us there, or move through that chaturanga. Up dog or cobra, down dog. Inhale, right leg high, 3-point pose. Exhale and step that right foot forward into lunge. Imagine you're going to bring that knee to your nose first and then step through. Root down into those feet, rise up. We've done a lot of grounding, a lot of rooting through that root chakra. Now we're going to start to move up into the sacral chakra. So taking your hands to your heart center, tip the torso forward, bring that left elbow across, and start to twist. Feeling that twist low in the back. Scooping the belly in, engaging into that twist. Trying to center your hands back towards your heart. Breathe. Staying nice and long and grounded through that back foot. And then keeping this twist rising up. Opening the arms wide. Nice and strong. Shoulders right over the hips. And then inhale, untwist, arms overhead. Exhale, release to lunge. Step back, down dog. At any time, if down dog is not where you need to be, remember you could always drop to your forearms, you could drop to hands and knees, you could come to rest in child's pose. Let's inhale, left leg high. Exhale, bring that knee towards your nose, and then step through the lunge. Root down into those feet, inhale, rise up. So feeling grounded, rooted, and then moving up again into that sacral chakra. Hands to heart center, twist, elbow across, power through that back leg as your anchor. Twist to bring hands towards heart center. Stay strong through your belly. Engage through your glutes. Our sacral chakra associated with the color orange, associated with creativity. Inhale, rise up, keep the twist. Open the arms. Power through that back leg. Nice work. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, release to lunge. Step back to plank. Vinyasa through, or push back into your down dog, and we'll join you there. Inhale. As you exhale, hop or step to the head of your mat. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, fold in. Sink back, chair. Coming back to chair each time to ground, to root. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, fold in, step or hop, back to plank. Vinyasa through. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, bring knee to nose. Step through the lunge. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Tilt the torso, twist. Twisting into that right knee. Again, centering the heart, feeling that low back, low belly. Inhale, as you exhale, unwind here. Feel yourself rooted into that front foot. We're going to be lifting off into warrior three. So maybe a little step forward with that back foot to prepare. Take your arms out nice and wide. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. We're moving up into the solar plexus chakra. So inhale, as you exhale, lifting off, pressing through that back heel. Toes pointed down towards the earth. Holding strong through your core, your fortitude. And then we're going to start to move the arms up towards the sky. Bring that left knee through. Come to stand nice and tall. Nice. And then kick back. Come back to warrior three. Arms can go wide or alongside your ears. Allow that left hip to drop just a little bit closer to the earth. Inhale, as you exhale, then back in lunge. Nice work. Step back, down dog. Couple of breaths here to recenter, to re-ground. And then we inhale, left leg high. Exhale, bring knee to nose. Step through to lunge. Right into those feet. Rise up on the inhale. Hands to heart center. Tilt the torso, twist. Again, that back leg is your anchor. Good. Inhale. As you exhale, unwind. Hand on either side of the foot. Start to center yourself over that left leg. Maybe walk that back foot in a little bit. Arms go wide. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Big fluffy wings here. Inflate and lift off. Pressing through that back heel. Start to flow through. Arms reach towards the ceiling. That right knee comes forward and lifts. Belly strong. Kick back into that warrior three. Again, maybe arms alongside the ears or arms go wide. Press through that heel. Drop your right hip just a little. And lower into lunge. Step back to plank. Vinyasa through or push back into down dog. Again, a couple of breaths here. Finding that Sushumna breath again, that breath that travels from crown to root and root to crown. Inhale, as you exhale, step or hop to the head of your mat, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, fold in. Sit back, chair. Heart moving forward in the chest. Weight a little more back into your heels. Knees behind the toes. You should still be able to see your toes. Scoop the belly button in. Right down through those heels. Everybody inhale. As you exhale, see if there's another inch or two. Nice. Hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, fold in, step or hop back to plank. Vinyasa through. From down dog, inhale, right leg high. Exhale. exhale, step it forward to lunge. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center, tilt the torso, twist. Elbow into knee, knee into elbow, maybe finding a little more rotation. Inhale, as you exhale, release to lunge, hands on either side of the foot. Setting yourself up for that warrior three. Once again, arms wide. When you're ready, lifting off, pressing through that back heel. Sweep through, arms rise up to the ceiling. Knee lifts high, belly strong. Reach back into warrior three, pressing through that heel. Release to lunge. Turning that back foot out, coming into warrior legs. Taking your hands behind you, either lacing your fingers together or into the small of your back, into your sacrum. And then drop your torso inside that right leg. Let your head drop. Humble warrior. So we're opening up, moving up into the heart space, into our heart chakra, associated with the color green, associated with love, both love for ourselves and others. So opening up that heart space at the back body here in this humble warrior pose. Maybe shoulder blades draw together a little more. Maybe knuckles reach a little closer to the ceiling. And then we're going to inhale, keep those hands right where they are. Start to rise up here. Your body comes into warrior one, but your arms stay laced behind you. Good. So rotating that heart over your front knee, chest lifted. Nice. Inhale, as you exhale, release to lunge. Turn that back foot, step back, down dog. Couple of breaths here. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Step through to lunge. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Find that twist for the sacral chakra. Nice. Inhale. As you exhale, unwind. Find yourself prepping for warrior three here. Moving up into that solar plexus chakra, pressing through your back heel. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Start to rise up. Find a good focal point. Draw that knee up, engage through your core, your belly. And then kicking back, pressing through that right heel. Drop that right hip just a little. Inhale. As you exhale, release to lunge. Turning your back foot out, warrior legs. Take your hands into the small of your back, maybe lacing those fingers together. We'll drop our head and shoulders and torso inside that left knee. Maybe knuckles lift a little more towards the ceiling, or maybe the hands stay at your back. Think about tucking that left cheek under a little bit more, keeping your hips in line with your feet. Breathing, opening up heart space. Inhale, start to rise up. Root into those feet. Bring your energy up through the chakras. Rotate your rib cage over that front knee. Open your heart, look towards the ceiling. Inhale. As you exhale, release to lunge. Step back to plank. Vinyasa through or push back into down dog. Inhale, as you exhale, hop or step to the head of your mat, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, fold in. Soft knees rise all the way up. Exhale, sink back chair, adding on. Moving up into our throat chakra and this vinyasa, this round. We start back here at the root. Inhale, as you exhale, sink a little deeper. Feel that strength through your legs, that connection to the earth. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, the half lift. Exhale, fold in, step or hop back to plank. Vinyasa through. Inhale, right leg high, 3-point pose. Exhaling, bringing that knee towards your nose. Round hover there for a moment, and then step through. Inhale, rise up, exalt. And then we come to our twist. Hands to heart center, elbow across. Dig into that twist. Maybe opening your arms to fly this time. Kicking back strong through your back heel. Inhale, as you exhale, unwind, return to lunge, setting yourself up for that warrior 3, running into your right foot, arms wide or maybe alongside the ears. As you're ready, lifting off, pressing through your back heel. Start to rise up, bring that knee with you, stand nice and tall, belly strong, kick back. Land softly back in lunge. Turning your back foot out, finding humble warrior. Head drops, shoulders drop. Tuck that right hip back under you. Breathe around that heart space. Maybe knuckles lift. Inhale, rising up, coming into warrior legs with an open heart here, rotating that torso over your front thigh, sink into your legs. Inhale, as you exhale, release to lunge. Step back, down dog. Little breather here. So as promised, moving up into the throat chakra, we're going to be working on our camel pose. So dropping to your knees. If you have a block or like to use a block, let's take that alongside our left ankle. We're going to rise up onto the knees, doing our best to keep our hips and our knees aligned. Hands come into the small of your back for now. Use your hands to root down through the sacrum, to root down through your tailbone. Feel that connection to the earth as you drop into your knees, the tops of your feet. And then lift your heart up and over. Keep your neck long, so avoid letting your head fall back between your shoulders. Maybe you can take your left hand back to that block. Or maybe you tuck your toes under and reach back for that heel. Try to shine your heart back up towards the ceiling and maybe extend that right arm up and over. Open the throat. Keep your neck long. Keep your hips pressing forward towards the head of your mat. Breathe. Inhale, as you exhale, come forward on your mat, down onto your forearms. Lacing your fingers together here, elbows no wider than your shoulders. Bring your knees in close, and we'll just come into dolphin as our kind of compensating pose, balancing out that camel. Taking your feet back out more towards hip distance. Shifting your torso forward, coming into a forearm plank. And then your challenge here is to press up to your plank from your knees or your toes. And press back. Oh God. Nice work. Let's try the second side. Inhale that left leg high. Exhale, knee towards your nose. Step all the way through. Root and rise up. Hands to heart center. Tilt the torso, twist. Maybe the arms go wide this time. Heart open. Good. Inhale. As you exhale, release to lunge. Setting yourself up for warrior 3. Arms wide or alongside the ears. Ready to lift off. Pressing through that back heel nice and strong. And then rising up, using your power, your core strength. Nice and tall. Kick back. Pressing through that heel. Nice slow motion release down into your lunge. Turning the back foot out, let's find humble warrior. Dropping our head and shoulders inside that knee. Tucking that left hip under you a bit more. Maybe opening the chest a bit more. Knuckles towards the ceiling if you like. Inhale, rise up. Keep the heart open, directed out over that front knee. Inhale, as you exhale, release to lunge. Step back, down dog. Dropping to our knees, setting ourselves up for camel on the other side. Maybe taking that block alongside your right ankle, or tucking the toes. Coming up onto our knees. Hands into the small of the back. Hips pressing forward. Start to lift your heart up and over. Start to lengthen your neck. Open that throat chakra. Maybe your right hand comes back for the block, the heel. Maybe left arm reaches up. Or maybe both hands come back to heels. Hips press forward. Shine that throat chakra towards the ceiling. Open up your throat. Use your voice, your right to speak. Clear that energy. Inhale, coming up, head back down into dolphin from the forearms. Knees close, feet close. Lift, hips high, heart back. Nice. Find your Sushumna breath. Crown to root, root to crown. Take the feet back out, hip distance apart. Shift your torso forward. Come into this forearm plank. And then pressing to plank. This time it's left palm, right palm. Lift up through your belly. Push back, down dog. Inhale. As you exhale, hop or step to the head of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, fold in. Find chair. Rooting, grounding. Breathe. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, fold in, step or hop back to plank. Vinyasa. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Step that right foot through. We know where we're going now. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Come to that twist. Open the arms wide, perhaps. Exhale, release to lunge. Rooting into that right foot. Little step forward. Here comes warrior three. Pushing into that heel. Maybe using a block if you need it. Maybe keeping those back toes on the earth if you need it. Rise up. Knee lifts high. Exhale, kick back. Landing in lunge. That foot turns out. Humble warrior here. Dropping your head and shoulders. Opening your heart. Inhale, rising up. Twist that torso over the front knee. Shine your heart towards the ceiling. Inhale. As you exhale, release to lunge. Step back, down dog. Drop to your knees. Coming up into camel for our second round. Hands could stay at the small of your back. Or maybe reach back for one heel, or maybe both heels. Pressing your hips forward, opening your heart. Nice work, everyone. Inhale, exhale, release. Come to dolphin, lace those fingers together, knees and feet close by, lift the hips. Send that heart back. Root down through your forearms. Feet step a little wider. Torso shifts forward, coming into forearm plank. Press into plank, right palm, left palm, down dog. Drop to your, lift your left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Step through the lunge. Inhale, rise up. Hands to heart center, twist. Maybe arms open. Power through that back leg. Release to lunge. Here comes our warrior three. They're getting challenging now. Press through your back heel. Zip that belly up under you. Power through nice and strong. Maybe your toes are still on the mat here. That's okay. Maybe the knee is lifted. Reach back. Press through that heel. Release to lunge. Turning your back foot out, drop into humble warrior here on this side. Baby knuckles lift up and away from your back. Tuck that left cheek under. Inhale, rise up, torso over that front leg. Open your heart, shine it up towards the ceiling. Inhale, as you exhale, release. Step back, down dog. Drop to your knees. Find camel one last time. Pick your version. Hands at the back. Maybe one heel, maybe both heels. Maybe a block. Keep your hips pressing forward, your heart shining towards the ceiling, your throat open. Inhale, as you exhale, come forward. One last forearm, one last dolphin from the forearms here. Shifting this into your forearm plane. Nice. Pressing up, left palm, right palm. Press back down, dog. Inhale, as you exhale, hop or step to the head of your mat, forward fold. Softening up your knees, inhale, rise all the way up this time. Exhale, forward fold. Soften those knees, wrap your arms around your legs, hug in. Drawing that third eye chakra, your brow chakra, in towards your knees. That third eye chakra is our intuition, our introspection. Inhale, lift, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Soften the knees, rise all the way up. We rise up to the crown chakra in tree pose. So running into your left foot, pick your right foot up into tree. Now maybe your foot, I'm going to turn this way so you can see, maybe your foot stays toes to the mat. Maybe it comes to your calf. Maybe it comes up to your inner thigh. Just avoid pressing into the side of your knee. Reach that knee away and back so the glutes are engaged. Eyes on a good focal point. And then feel that energy drawing you up through your fingertips, up through the crown of your head. Breathe. Find your Sushumna breath. Drawing in through the crown of the head. Lighting up all of those chakras as they draw, as the breath draws down to the root. And back out through the crown. Hands to heart center. Nice job, release. Quick shake of the legs. And we'll try the other side. And maybe your second side looks a little different than your first, that's okay. Do what works for you. Knee pressing back, this is your practice. Arms could stay at heart center, or arms can reach. Send that energy up through the crown of your head. Feel that energy dropping back in and balancing. Let hands come back to heart center. Release. Nice work, you guys. Thank you so much. Let's move on down onto our mats, onto our backs, hugging the knees into the chest. You did a great job working through those chakras. Maybe a little rocking side to side. And then arms wide, or maybe cactus arms, and drop both knees over to the right. Let the legs come all the way over. Maybe they're propped on a block, or a pillow, or a blanket. Use your exhales to drop that left shoulder back into the mat. Let your body unwind. And on your next inhale, bring those knees back to center. Exhale and drop them to the other side. Again, letting the legs find their place to rest. And then dropping that right shoulder back. Using your exhales to kind of wring out the spine. On your next inhale, bring those knees back into center. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. We'll thread the needle here, drawing that left thigh in towards you. Muscularly, or maybe using that right elbow, kind of pushing that right knee away as you draw the left leg in. Keeping that right foot flexed to protect the knee. And then using your right hand to grab the outside edge of that right foot, we're gonna extend the left leg, maybe let it float along your mat. Pull that right knee down in half happy baby. And then for a little extra challenge, both hands grab that foot, come up on the tips of your shoulder blades, draw those toes maybe towards the crown of your head, scooping the belly in nice and strong, and release. Cross left ankle over right knee, thread that needle, draw it in. Coming into half happy baby on that left side, grabbing the outside edge of your left foot, extend that right leg, maybe hover it. Pull the knee down. And then both hands grab that foot, bring your toes towards your forehead, lifting up off of the mat with your shoulders. Nice little core strength, a little intention here. And then release. Take both feet to the mat, take them out wide, so feet are on the edges of the mat. Let your arms drop back in cactus pose, and then we're just gonna windshield wiper those legs a little bit. Dropping one knee in, and then the other. The next time your right knee falls in, pick up your left foot, place it just above the knee, and weight that knee down a little bit. Feeling that nice stretch at the front of the hip. Keep lengthening through your low back. Release that, feet back to the mat wide. Windshield wiper a couple more times. And then the next time that the left knee falls in, we'll do the same thing there. Right heel comes above the knee, weight it down. Lengthen through your low back. Enjoy that stretch through the front of the hip. To the mat, bring them back in about hip distance apart. Take your arms down by your sides, palms turned down. We're just going to do one nice gentle bridge just to kind of realign the spine. So peeling the spine up off of the mat. Reaching your tailbone down the backs of your legs, down into the backs of your knees. Feeling your heart space open, root down through those shoulder blades. Feeling that energy from the crown of the head through the brow chakra, the throat chakra, the heart, the solar plexus, the sacrum, and the root. And then start to lay that spine down just like that, one chakra at a time. Lengthening your spine as you go. Feel that grounding nature, that kind of drawing to the earth as gravity feels like it maybe weighs down just a little heavier on you, kind of like a heavy winter quilt. Turn your palms up. Tuck your shoulder blades under you if they've kind of scooted away. And legs can be bent. or extended. As we come into Shavasana, into corpse pose. Re-engaging with that Shushumna breath. Feeling the breath draw in through the crown of the head. Feel it move through the brow chakra. Down into the throat chakra. Down into the heart chakra. Down into the solar plexus chakra. Down into the sacral chakra. All the way down to the root. Feel the breath moving freely. Our body's cleared of junk, of tightness, of tension, of negative energy. Allow yourself to just bask in the glow of balance, of groundedness, and this place of peace that you've created for yourself and your mats. Knowing you can carry that sense of peace with you out into your day. It's always there. Just waiting for your breath. To wiggle your fingers and your toes. Inhale again, stretching your arms overhead, stretching your legs out nice and long. And on your exhale, gather those knees in towards you, wrap your arms around your legs, give yourself a big squeeze and hug. 'Cause you deserve it. Roll over onto your right side, pausing there for a moment. Drinking in the benefits of your practice. Creating this pause before we move out into our days. And slowly come to sit yourselves up. So take a nice deep breath in together, arms sweep up. Hands slide down to heart center. Let's connect into that heart space. Thumbs against the breastbone, fingers spread wide. That heart chakra, again, our center of love, of courage, of devotion, of self-care and care for others. Let that heart chakra shine bright while you stay grounded in your truth. Today I am grounded. My spirit is grounded deep in the earth. I am calm, strong, centered, and peaceful. I am able to let go of fear and trust that I am eternally safe. I am worthy of all things beautiful. Thank you all for your practice, for this community. Namaste.